Well, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, and welcome to the National Football Youth League Trophy Final here at Sixfield Stadium, the home of Northampton Town. We've already had one final for you yesterday where Wycombe Wanderers took down Swindon by 3-0, and today it's Chatham Town up against the Wath Academy, all the way from Wath upon Dearne in Rotherham, South Yorkshire. And to begin with, I'm delighted to be joined by Mark Smith, of course, 500 caps in the Football League and a plethora of roles across the professional game, and now involved with Wath Academy's scholarship programme. Thank you for speaking to us, Mark.
Thanks, Will.
And, well, first I just wanted to touch upon, what's inspired you to get involved with Wath Academy. Of course, I know you know Elliot Flowers as well from before his time there, but what's it like being involved with such a serious programme?
It's really, really enjoyable. Obviously, Elliot's worked hard at gaining more and more people every year, which is getting up to 50, 60 kids every season as such. Obviously, the priority is their education, and the football bit is the bolt-on, which is really, really good. We've got 4 teams, obviously with the girls as well, so that's 1 girls team and then 3 teams what play in the midweek at different levels. So we've got like a first, second and third, so there's a little bit of competition as regards people trying to get up into the best and the best level that they can do, and generally it's been really, really good.
Well, it's great to have you with us today as well, Mark. They've done excellently well to make it to this final. They had a tough road. They took down Plymouth in their first game, and then a walkover against Reading, and a tough fixture against Bolton. They took them down by 5-1. They haven't had quite as much football as Chatham Town has in their Northern Premier Division, where they currently sit 5th, the Wath Academy, but surrounded by a number of teams that are directly connected to professional clubs. It's a testament to the kind of side that Wath can put together, that as you know, a mixed secondary school in South Yorkshire can compete at that level.
Yeah, the guys do really, really well, like all levels. They enjoy it, that's the big thing. They enjoy the competition. They've been stretched a few times, let's put it that way. And playing against teams that they've got like some kind of end of the pathway. What we're trying to do right now, I think what Elliot's trying to do now is to look to try and get, an extension from when they leave this, they can go into like semi-pro game or whatever it is. And that's the main thing that we're looking to try and do.
Well, the Wath Academy in yellow playing from left to right at the start of this game. And thank you so much for talking to us, Mark. I'll relieve you to take your assistant coaching duties on the touchline, but a real pleasure to have you with us and enjoy the game.
Thanks a lot, Will. Thank you.
Well, as kick-off begins, we're going to be joined for the majority of the game by one of Chatham Town's academy players, Malcolm Agbalago. Malcolm, thank you for being with us today. It's a real pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much.
And it's a big day for Chatham Town, of course. With
Absolutely is.
With this National Youth Football League final as well, but also the in the men's game, they've got the semi-final of the Isthmian Premier League playoffs against Horsham.
Yeah, it's a big day of football for the Chatham Town, really. The girls have gone so far. They've come so far, man. I'm really proud of them, really. So
It's excellent to see the two academies as well, side by side. There's a great support for the Wath Academy to our right-hand side.
It's massive, massive.
And, well, it's an early corner for Chatham Town to begin with here. We haven't talked too much about the players, but one to really watch out for, Maisie Rogers at number 9, the top scorer with 15 goals already in the league.
Amazing player, amazing player.
It will be two Chatham players over the corner. It's a great delivery into the area. It's fallen loose here. Driscoll hits it back into the area and then cleared for another corner. A bright start for Chatham Town, Malcolm.
Yeah, very bright start, really.
An excellent delivery into the area in a really dangerous position. Casey Tandy gets a touch on it.
I believe another player to look out for is for Chiadiza Madombe, who has played around, like, let's say 10,000, in front of 10,000 players. 10,000 people.
Oh,
what a
goal that
Great
is.
goal! Great goal.
We were touching on Chi Madamombe, but it's been curled in from the edge of the area for an excellent opener. And wow, what a start we've got to this National Football Youth League Trophy Final. Chatham Town go in front in the early stages, and Malcolm, it fell on the edge of the area here. You thought the danger was clear. As Madamombe played it to the edge, charged down, and then the second time of asking, beautifully curled into the top corner.
Beautiful from Holly Theobald.
Well, that's Theobald's 11th goal of the season so far, and that is a cultured finish beyond Tandy.
Wow. That is spectacular, I can't lie to you. I won't lie to you, that is very good.
Oh, great stuff, Malcolm, and the perfect start as well. Well, that did not delight the large contingent of Watham students away to our right, but they've got some really good support themselves, Chatham Town, all the way from Kent. It's a long way to come, Malcolm, so
very
good of you all
long
for
way,
playing
I can't
down.
lie.
Listen,
Very long way indeed.
well, it'll be a throw-in then for Chatham Town. It's just beyond Madamombe on this occasion. 10 goals for her. Of course, she's played in some big games in her very short career. Well, Chatham Town's women's team play in the National League South, the same division as the likes of Portsmouth, Ipswich, and of course #, United, who are another club that's growing with serious pace, but they're currently sitting 10th in that division.
Oh,
What
what a ball, great
pass.
ball.
A beautiful ball on this occasion from
Come on, Ollie.
Izzy Gilson, and Holly Theobald cutting past defenders, but eventually Tandy's out to reclaim it. A really impressive start from Chatham Town overall, as we'll have another look at this footwork from Holly Theobald. The captain, Sydney Simmons, getting in there to disrupt on this occasion. And it's been cleared downrange, but it will be a throw-in for the Wath Academy. Now, this is already shaping up to be an excellent game. Of course, the Wath Academy, as we said, they're a high-scoring outfit in their last 3 games. There was a 5-4 win against Middlesbrough before a 4-2 defeat to the ITI International. And then they put 3 past bottom of the table, Sunderland. They're in some pretty good form. They've only had 3 wins this season in their 9 games, but 2 of them coming in the last few weeks. And then, of course, in the Cup, that big score against Bolton in recent times as well. Jarvis puts it round the corner, intercepts in midfield, but it's back with Jemima Jarvis, who's joint top scorer with 5 goals already in the league in just 8 games. Long ball, cut out at the back on this occasion by Izzy Curtis Barnes.
Good tackle. Great tackle. Good challenge. Work rate, really important for Chatham Town. That's how they win games. Getting stuck in.
And Kieran Quarrington, the head coach there of Chatham Town. He's also the first team physio for Chatham, so he's very involved with life at the club. And good footwork on this occasion, though, by Wath Academy's Jarvis, and they're looking to play round the back. It's back with Jarvis. Dispossessed, though. Madamombe trying to get it under control and wins a throw for Chatham Town in front early in this game. through Holly Theobald. Their 11th goal of the season is Curtis Barnes. Looking for Chi Madamombe, but it's over her on this occasion, and then cleared. Safety first from the Wath Academy. As their head coach, Elliot Flowers, of course, formerly of Chesterfield and of Leeds and Peterborough in his academy coaching career. And it's headed away by Lucy Tinker. Another throw for Curtis Barnes. He's already been busy down this left-hand side. Off the chest of Madamombe and then cleared again. Put out of danger by Faith Gilson. Throw in to come from the Wath Academy, but given the long travel, Malcolm, it's a pretty perfect start for Chatham Town. You couldn't ask for much more. They've contained Wath Academy well, and they've got that early goal from the corner.
Yeah. I was surprised to get an early start from Chatham, but they have to keep on this momentum if they want to win this final.
Some lovely footwork out of the back there before it's eventually cleared. All the way back to Casey Tandy in goal for Watham, and that clearance has been intercepted. And Madamombe, it's a good ball away to Curtis Barnes. Looking to play out from the back there, but Grace Cornelius just caught. So it will be a throw for Wath Academy as the game just settles down a touch, as it's been a pretty fast start here at Sixfield Stadium. Our game yesterday started pretty slowly before Wickham eventually took the lead from a set piece, but we'll have nothing of the sort here today. Across the face of goal by Lucy Tinker. And it's an excellent ball forward by the captain, Simmons. And suddenly, Wath Academy might be in behind here. This is their first entry to the final third. Taking on one and skipping around another. But a robust challenge comes in.
Brilliant tackle from Millie Driscoll. Getting stuck in, like I said before, getting stuck in is really important.
Well, there's cries of penalty from the players to the supporters of Wath Academy, our right-hand side, but that was a very clean tackle.
Very clean tackle. That's very good. That's very good.
But it was an excellent ball out the back, Malcolm, you must say, by Sydney Simmons as well.
Yeah, gotta say, that's very good.
Lovely footwork. High press from Wath Academy. It was serene play the ball forward. Well, lovely one-touch play from Chatham Town, and that is another robust collision, this time on Faith Gilson, and there could be a yellow card coming. Over goes the referee, Nicolita Bria, to check that all the players are okay. Well, we'll talk a little bit about the referees as the physios are on field. Thankfully, Chatham Town have got Kieran Quarrington, who's certainly qualified for the role.
Yep.
And that is the yellow card, Demi Weeks. We'll talk a little bit about the referees because Nicolita Bria, who's refereeing today, assisted by Abby Byrne, whose husband was refereeing for us yesterday. They've both been selected to referee the FA Cup final in the women's game, which is an excellent achievement for the two of them, but also a testament to the value of the National Football Youth League when they've come down to do this game.
It's amazing for women's football, really.
And it's excellent for these girls to receive such a high standard of refereeing, as it looks like for Chatham Town. The number 18, Penny Dellaway, has been sent to warm up. But thankfully, on this occasion, Faith Gilson back to her feet. It'll be a free kick to Chatham Town. First time ball out of defence. Intercepted in midfield by Thompson. Once again, they look for that ball in behind. Grace Cornelius gets a touch. On the turn, Madamombe. With close control from Chi Madamombe. Patient play from Chatham. Cornelius, Madamombe again. Dispossessed in midfield, but works hard to win it back.
Good, really good.
Curtis Barnes with a bit of space down the left. Little nutmeg there on Amy Whitehead, but Wath Academy defender gets the better of Curtis Barnes on this occasion. And as you highlighted before the game, Malcolm, Chi Malamombe is going to be key for this Chatham Town side.
Yep, like I said before, she's played in front of 10,000 people against Ipswich. So that's a massive achievement for her. And a really big inspiration for all the girls around Chatham.
Well, that's some excellent footwork by Amber Sewell.
Very good
Still
footwork.
on the ball, Sewell, holding it up really well, turning away from another and drawing the foul out of the captain, Molly-Ann Herbert-Smith. Amber Sewell, her first real touch on the ball, and really impressive, and that's got the Wath Academy supporters on the right-hand side roaring. Well, it's an early first-time ball, little cut inside from Brooke Tully. Cross to the edge of the area, but can only find Gilson. Bit of a 50-50 there. Eventually falls for Kelly. Cleared again by Chatham Town. Headed on by Sydney Simmons, the captain.
Oh, nice skill.
Some really lovely footwork.
Nice skill from Serene.
Selena Serene there. That right back, and then this is a lovely ball in behind. I think Chatham Town might win the race. But Demi Weeks piling on the pressure. It's good work to get it away to Curtis Barnes. And some really good interplay as Chatham always looking to play it out from the back. But some good pressure by Mia McDonald. Got four goals herself this season.
Yeah.
Forces the clearance. Very vocal students of Wath Academy. It's great to see. But at the moment, just over 10 minutes gone in this game, they trail by 1 goal, and beautiful finish by Holly Theobald, her 11th of the year. It's a good throw from Wath Academy, works them up the field.
Yeah, Holly Theobald has been on fire this season. She's sent it alight.
Chatham Town currently 6th in the Southern Prem, just behind Norwich and Ipswich, who have got really elaborate women's programmes, of course. Ipswich towards the top end of the division that Chatham Town find themselves in the senior women's game. They've got a decent record this season as well. From their 5 wins, 2 draws, 9 losses, of course, but they are in a tough division, this under-21 side. But their road to the final, a 4-1 win against Charlton, a walkover against Chelsea Blenheim, and then a 4-2 victory against QPR's under-21. So plenty of goals in this Chatham side, as we've seen already. Simmons heads it away for Wath Academy. Gemma Jarvis, their joint top scorer, wins it back. Here's Sewell again.
Great tackle.
Sliding tackle there from Millie Driscoll.
I have to say, both the centre-backs aren't really centre-backs from what I've heard. I think one of them's a midfielder, Grace Cornelius, and Millie Driscoll is actually a fullback.
Got some serious presence at the back at the moment, despite being played out of position. And the clearance up to halfway, back in the possession of Wath Academy. Charged down by Malamombe. There's some real hard workers out there, Malcolm.
Yep.
Throw in to come. Whitehead assesses her options. A good first touch. Forces the clearance from Curtis Barnes. There's a strong coaching team behind Wath Academy. Of course, already spoken to Mark Smith. Got a whole world of experience as Demi Weeks, with some good footwork, puts the ball in behind. It will be cleared by Salerno, who teases the Wath front line, but that's some lovely footwork.
Out the back.
That last ball is a bit loose, but Chatham Town keen to play it out from the back and look impressive with the ball at feet so far. You highlighted, Malcolm, that a couple of the centre-halves for Chatham Town aren't really centre-halves, they're midfielders and full-backs, but at the moment all it's doing is aiding their ability to play out from the back. They've got some great technical ability between them.
Yeah. I believe they are very good in their positions as well, the way they're playing.
Well, Curtis Barnes does well to stop a corner instead just to throw. Brooke Tully, joint top scorer in this Wath Academy side, hands it off to Whitehead. They go long to the edge of the area. Madamombe gets her head to it. So Whitehead will have another go. This time they come a little bit shorter. But Jarvis wins another throw for Wath. Tully gets it under control. Back to Tinker. Tully with the 1-2, good movement, and she's on the outside of Curtis Barnes.
Ooh.
And then across came Gilson and left a shoulder on Brooke Tully.
Yeah, and there's the energy from the Wath scholars, the fans over there. It's a bright energy from there. There's a bright energy.
They're all the way at the top deck here at the West Stand at Sixfield Stadium, and this the biggest opportunity of the game so far, perhaps, for Wath Academy. A free kick in a dangerous area. Jemima Jarvis will swing this in from way out on the right-hand side. Or in fact, she'll leave it under instruction from Josh Wayne, the assistant for Brooke Tully. Josh Wayne, formerly the Sheffield United Academy coach. And it's an interesting setup by Wath. They've left the box pretty clear.
Yeah.
Plenty of players stacked up on the edge
18.
of the area.
The 18.
We'll see if they attack this as
Could be him.
Tully lofts it into the area. It's over everyone and headed back.
I actually thought I was going in for a moment.
And it's just on the wrong side of the post. And you thought it was in, Malcolm, as did all of the supporters here for Wath.
Yeah. But Chatham will really have to switch on. They really have to switch on from set pieces.
Well, it was an excellent delivery. It was over Salerno. She was beaten. And then headed back across towards goal, but
Here comes a really high press from Wath.
just on the wrong side. And that's a good spot there, Malcolm, of course. They're pressing really high, forcing a clearance, and that's winning them the ball back as well. But the linesman's flag is up. Abby Byrne.
I believe Wath want as much as Chatham as well.
They're really applying some high pressure. I think they've noticed that Chatham Town like to play it out from the back, so they've left a few more players forward. The Chatham Town go long, and that's a
Really good touch from Rogers.
lovely touch from Maisie Rogers, and a good switch pass as well. Played forward once again, in behind the Wath Academy, but Simmons is across. It's a back pass, and it's been stolen on this occasion by Maisie Rogers, who had the whole goal awaiting her and has unfortunately put it wide. Chatham Town's top scorer could not pounce on the mistake by Sydney Simmons.
Really had a big chance squandered in front of her, but she's got to keep going if she wants to put the team up ahead.
Well, it was a Wath Academy player sliding in to put her off, but that was a gilt-edged chance that we hope Chatham Town will not come to rue, but that's an excellent header on there from Demi Weeks. Cross comes Whitehead, dispossessed by Madamombe. On the turn. They go out wide. Gilson looking to chip it in behind. And the high press from Wath Academy. They've nicked it back here. Demi Weeks. Simmons might look to unleash another long ball. It's in behind. It's an excellent ball through as well. There's plenty of players there looking to latch upon to it, but another fantastic slide tackle by Millie Driscoll. Well, Sydney Simmons' back pass may have led to that opportunity for the number 9, Maisie Rogers, but her ability to play the ball in behind is looking really dangerous, isn't it, Malcolm?
Yeah.
And we'll see what can happen with this throw in here. Excellent touch. Demi Weeks. And played into the area, but out comes Salerno. And the cry from the touchline is just hold on to it. Kieran Quarrington and Ronnie O'Connor. Ronnie O'Connor, the regulation manager of the under-21s.
Yeah.
With support from Kieran Quarrington. a good touch to keep control of the deflected ball.
Really good, really good, really good.
Cornelius looks to open up
Really
the defence.
good ball from Cornelius.
Well, Madamombe.
Oh, that's
Excellent
great.
tackle from Whitehead, and that was a big chance for Madamombe, but Amy Whitehead came across. It's a good tackle, Malcolm.
Yeah, good tackle. But really good ball from Cornelius.
Both centre-halves are having a little competition with each other about who can unleash the most passes, it seems. There's some serious playmakers in the back line for both teams today, but this is a huge opportunity for Chatham Town. They had a couple of corners in the early stages, and their second one led to that opening goal. Gilson to take. They've already missed a gilt-edged chant here when Rogers beat the goalkeeper and missed an open goal, but this time they go to the near post and it's headed away. And Tully gets a touch. Theobald back with it, already scored once today. And it's hit from the edge of the area, but it won't trouble Casey Tandy in goal. They do look dangerous from corners, Malcolm. Is that something that Chatham Town specialise in?
I'm not sure, to be fair. Yeah, we do have our set-piece routines. We do, we do, yeah.
Across the squads, it seems, as Chatham Town are creating a few opportunities from them. There's a good ball out from defence once again, but Adamombe is straight on to Whitehead and swept up at the back by Cornelius. There's a ball in behind. Shouldn't trouble Driscoll. But out comes the goalkeeper, a bit of a miscommunication there. But Salerno does really well.
It just shows that communication is very key. A lack of communication can lead to a lot of dangers.
Salerno gets away with it
team
on this occasion. And suddenly, Chatham once again with their one-touch passing and working their way up the field. Serene. In comes the tackle. Theobald. Back to the fence.
Feet.
And there's a foul in there on Amber Sewell. Well, Selena Serene and Holly Theobald make a good pairing down the right-hand side, but here we see there, Millie Driscoll was looking to play it back to her goalkeeper who came rushing out, and Sky Salerno actually picked out a really good ball into Gilson's feet, but that could have been trouble for Chatham Town.
Yeah. Like I said, lack of communication can lead to errors.
Long ball. Cornelius deals with it, and then it's hacked away. Great turn from Rogers. And deflection there. It's a throw-in for Chatham Town over on Benji Franklin's side, the linesman. Throw-in to come then for Chatham Town. And, well, Wath Academy have carved out a couple opportunities, but it's Chatham who are on top at the moment and have had the best chances. Rogers just looking to roll Sydney Simmons. She puts in a good tackle. Referee's happy with it, but Maisie Rogers has stayed down, unfortunately. Will be down for the moment. Well, let's have another look at the goal, Malcolm, that opened the scoring here. It was their second corner in these early stages, and it fell to Theobald. She struck it once. The power didn't work.
Theobald.
Then she just curls it.
Very good, brilliant.
She hits it once. It doesn't have the desired effects. Then she just curls it in.
That'll be something to remember for Holly Theobald.
Great memory in this National Football Youth League Trophy final here at Six Fields. Well, thankfully, Maisie Rogers back to her feet, and it's just cleared into the east stand. Bit of construction work ongoing on the east stand at the moment, so the girls are instructed not to go and collect the loose balls.
Yeah.
I'll send someone around from Northampton Town to do it. So for now, it's another throw for Chatham Town. A lovely touch from Theobald and then crossed into the centre. Just about away by Tinker.
There's that counter pressing again at its best. When they lose the ball, that's what they're good at. They're losing the ball and getting it back
Anamombe on the edge of the area, cuts onto the right foot, lovely ball into the centre. It's a pinball in there, and Rogers gets a touch onto it and curls it into the bottom right corner for Chatham Town's second goal. And that is a great finish, Malcolm, under a whole world of pressure from Wath Academy.
Like I said, that gegenpressing, the counter pressing, when they lose the ball, they get it back. That's what we do at Chatham. That's how we work at Chatham.
Well, the high press won it back. Herbert
Brilliant.
Smith, the captain, with a good ball through to Manamombe, who curled it in on the right foot. There were players there for Wath Academy, but they couldn't get a hold of it. And then a little Travella finish with the right foot.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Beautiful. Beautiful from Chatham. That squad harmony, the way they work together, is how they win games. It's key. And now they're going to be carrying the momentum forward.
Lucy Thompson was on the retreat there and just couldn't get a strong enough touch on it, and then poached by Rogers for her 16th goal of the season, the top scorer for Chatham Town. You can see why, Malcolm.
It's a quality player. She's got a bright future ahead of her.
Rogers is once again winning the ball high for Chatham Town. Good ball out wide, intercepted. Good work from Whitehead.
Good.
And there's a high press on this occasion from Wath Academy. Weeks. Here's Whitehead. Good play from Ella Kelly. And the long ball intercepted. Cornelius. Her pass is cut out. It's good work. Gemma Jarvis. Jarvis all the way back to the defenders. High press from Manamombe, battling away. But it is a throw for Wath Academy, and Amy Whitehead receiving some instruction from her coach Elliot Flowers just to stay a bit wider. Long throw, headed down and kept in play by Manamombe, but Mia McDonald the quickest to react. Good control from Whitehead.
Good.
It's a real battle between the two number 8s. Herbert Smith, the captain, gets the better of Kelly on this occasion, but she has it back. Wath Academy 2 down in this first half. That's lovely dribbling out from the back.
Good.
Lucy Tinker with some great confidence and a good ball forward beyond halfway.
Ooh. Again, some twinkling feet.
Good footwork from Brooke Tully. Whitehead back to the captain, Sydney Simmons. Can she unleash another long ball? Puts another one in behind, but this time it's intercepted by Selena Serene. Thompson. Serene wins it high again. And good pressure from Weeks. Tinker tries the long ball herself, headed on by Tully. But it will be a throw for Chatham Town. Sydney Simmons, the captain for Wath, Malcolm, looks to be the key to unlocking this Chatham defence. Those long balls, they're still looking threatening.
Yeah.
Good way to get round the high press as well, which, of course, ended up with that second goal, winning the ball high up the field. Lovely weighted pass from Simmons. Sewell. Lovely one-touch play from Wath. Sewell's got McDonald in the middle, but it's safely back with Sky Salerno. This is some good football, Malcolm. But the cross to the centre, safely collected by Salerno. High press from Wath Academy. One back, Sewell. Good footwork to get away from one. And plays it across for Weeks. Good defending from Curtis Barnes. And Izzy Curtis Barnes is forced to dribble off field, but a crucial interception there. Whitehead with the throw. That's good play from Jarvis. Midfield for Wath Academy, but it's back with Simmons once again, putting it over the top. Another beautifully weighted pass. Here's Sewell. He's got good footwork. That brought down on this occasion, and the referee waves play on. So Chatham Town on the counter. Good ball into the feet of Maisie Rogers, but dispossessed, and
Good pressure from Rogers.
safety first once again from the Wath Academy. Malcolm 2-0 up inside half an hour.
Yeah, it's impressive from the girls. Really working hard to gain something out of the final.
It's a good start for Chatham Town. Well, it's an interesting position to be. Sometimes considered a dangerous position to be 2-0 up, Malcolm.
Yeah. I wasn't really expecting this, to be honest with you.
Wath Academy keen to get themselves back in the game, but at the moment it's Izzy Curtis Barnes with a throw-in for Chatham Town. And the Kent side are 2-0 up at the moment. So they win another throw. And when you're 2-0 up, Malcolm, perhaps the best thing to do is just keep possession inside your opponent's attacking third.
Yep, keeping possession is really important, just to tire out the opponent. Unless something opens up, grab the opportunity and score. Yeah.
We'll see if they can create something here. Good throw into the captain, Herbert Smith, who just miscontrols it under pressure from Tinker. Well, the call from Kieran Corrington is for Holly Theobald and Chi Madamombe to stay high in order to stop the centre halves of Wath from getting themselves into the game with their great range of passing. But it's another great ball out of defence from Simmons, and good control from Sewell, who goes down and wins the free kick. Over goes Nicolita Bria. Thumbs up from the coaching staff, Malcolm.
Yep.
They're pleased for you to be here as well,
Yeah,
as
I
we
wasn't
are.
expecting to be here, but who knows?
It's a good experience for the girls in this final, but a good experience
Yeah.
for yourself as well, Malcolm. You're doing a great job so far.
Yeah, very good experience. First time doing this, so not expected to be the best, but I do try. We like to try new things.
Doing your best, Malcolm.
Yeah.
That's all we can ask for. There's a
It
little
is
break in play
a
as
break.
the players come over to get some
Time for them
refreshment.
to refresh. A little bit of a refresher they need.
Well, let's have a look at this second goal, Malcolm.
Again,
It was the high press.
the counter press and the gegen pressing.
There's a
That
lovely
they've been
ball in
implemented
here.
from the training.
It was a great ball in from Madamombe.
Wonderful finish, wonderful assist, wonderful ball, wonderful goal. Top class.
And that's what's got Chatham Town 2-0 up here as we just wait for the injury to be assessed. Crossed in and then finished well. Pounced upon by Maisie Rogers. Free kick then for the Wath Academy. They play it out wide. Tinker assessing her options, looks to slide it in behind, but Madamombe picks it off. Back with Tinker, cut out again. Wilson swings a leg at it. Good tackle from Kelly in midfield for the Wath Academy. And the high press, Tully has it. Wath have it back. Well, Malcolm, we were talking about the high press from Chatham Town, but Wath Academy winning it back in a few dangerous areas.
Yeah, they are.
It's a lovely ball, but a great interception from Serene.
So it's important to keep the ball well. But that's wonderful from Holly Theobald.
Well, Theobald with lovely footwork into the feet of Malamombe, who looks to take on Tinker. She gets in 2 good tackles. But driving on is Maisie Rogers. Simmons, the captain, across to make the tackle.
Like I said, really good driving from Theobald. I believe it's her dribbling that really makes her stand out.
The score of the first goal as well. Lovely curled effort inside the area. Well, of course, there's another final to come after this game. The National Football Youth League Cup final between Sudbury and Northampton. The hosts will be in action against AFC Sudbury's under-21s. As the cross comes in, just about hacked away. Malamombe was waiting patiently for it. Won back by the captain, Herbert Smith. It eventually falls for Thompson. Thompson back to the goalkeeper, who chips it into midfield. Chatham Town looking to win it back. A fair tackle in the referee's eyes by Cece Hunt. But excellent work from Tinker and Tandy in goal to keep a hold of it. Haven't seen too much of Cece Hunt at the moment. She did well to win back possession there. Pretty brave tackle. Forward ball by Tinker and just miscontrolled by Tully. Well, the Wath Academy from Wath upon Dearne, just outside of Rother in South Yorkshire. They've got a long history of football scholarships and a really excellent programme. If anyone listening is in that area of Yorkshire and is looking for a strong footballing programme to be a part of, do check out their website. They've got great coaching staff as well, as we've talked you through so far today. And it's Wath who have possession in the attacking third. It's Weeks, dispossessed, but can clear only as far as Tully, who puts it into the box early. Amber Sewell on the turn, but it will roll out for Salerno to collect. But Malcolm, that's a bit better from the Wath Academy. They need to put a bit more pressure onto Chatham Town. 5 minutes to go in this first half. The battle in midfield. Rogers loses out. Simmons. Another excellent ball in behind. Headed away by Curtis Barnes. And it'll be a throw-in for the Wath Academy. They'd love to take something into the half-time break, wouldn't they, Malcolm?
Yeah. It's going to take a really big team talk for them to get back into the game.
Certainly got the experience on their bench to do it. Another good throw from Whitehead. Weeks dispossessed by Herbert Smith. Look how Chatham Town look to press. Red shirts just flooding the midfield. Tinker slides it in. Malamombe gets a toe in there. On the turn though, here comes McDonald. Whitehead looking to slip it in behind, but Demi Weeks was not on her way just yet. So Salerno back with it. Salerno looks long, and it's well controlled by Rogers. And Rogers looking to free Theobald. Cleared, but only as far as Malamombe. Curtis Barnes makes a great run. Important interception on that occasion. And then slid in behind. Cornelius will get there first. Salerno back to Cornelius.
Right.
Really composed under pressure there, Malcolm.
Yeah. It's important to have goalkeepers who are really good on the ball. That's what we want. That's the modern keepers of the day.
Serene, well, misses out there. Here's Sewell. Chipped in behind, no flag for the moment, but eventually the flag is raised. Salerno got there first. Mia McDonald with 4 goals this season. So close to getting into the game, Mia McDonald. I think she just needs a bit more service from Wath Academy, Malcolm. Laid out in this sort of standard 4-3-3, the Wath Academy. In a similar way to Chatham Town, 2 very similar systems. Some good footwork to keep the ball in play. Cleared by Serene. But lovely turn. Wath Academy look to open up the defence. Ball in behind, and Tully will get there. And Tully's got McDonald in the centre. Weeks is rushing into the box as well. It's over everyone there. Beautiful touch on the turn. Sewell. Dispossessed by Serene, but what a first touch that was from Amber Sewell to get the cross under control, Malcolm. Well, we'll come back to you in a second because it's been cut out by Madam Ombe. Chatham Town not letting any pace out of the game at the moment. On the turn, CC Hunt operating in the base of midfield. Chipped in behind for Rogers, but it's through to the goalkeeper, Tandy. And the chance of Yorkshire coming from Wath Academy supporters. That defensive clearance will fall to Gilson. McDonald putting a bit of pressure on Cornelius. Chipped into the centre of midfield. Gilson under a bit of pressure but finds the centre half. It's a lovely turn from Driscoll, but dispossessed by Sewell. And Sewell with the first time delivery. It's over Salerno, but she will come back to collect. Wath Academy in the closing stage of this first half, Malcolm, seemingly trying their hardest to get themselves back in the game.
Yeah.
Strong header in midfield from Kelly. But out from the back comes Millie Driscoll. Puts it in behind, but Rogers was not on her way. Sydney Simmons. Under a bit of pressure from Rogers. Simmons does well to get it away to Tandy. Thompson dispossessed. Theobald whips it in. Simmons is there. And Simmons clears. Does well to pick out Sewell. On the turn, draws a foul once again from Selena Serene. And he gets a little warning from Nicolita Bria. No back chat, of course. Simmons does really well to pick out Serene. Pick out, Amber Sewell, who's then fouled by Serene, of course. Wide to Tinker, who looks to drive out of defence. Picks a good ball to find out Whitehead. Slipped in behind. Demi Weeks dispossessed, and doesn't Faith Gilson do well there to win the foul, Malcolm?
Yeah. Getting your body in between the player and the ball is one good way to win fouls.
Good physicality from both players. Demi Weeks penalised on this occasion by linesman Abby Byrne. Chipped into midfield. Tully gets ahead to it. Safety first, once again, from Chatham Town on this occasion. Tandy has the ball at her feet. Some no nonsense at times to fight, despite Chatham Town's desire to play out from the back. Tinker. Has it back from her goalkeeper again. Lucy Tinker. And that ball is cut out. Gilson comes away with it. Strong tackle, but it's fallen. Rogers dispossessed. Another big tackle from Tinker. Mima Jarvis has it on the return. Wath Academy with their last chance of this first half. Jarvis. Kelly. Have they got one more attack in this first half? Whitehead gets away from Chimanamombe. Tinker looks to go in behind. High press. Wath win it back. That's a good ball in behind. McDonald will get there first and will win a corner. And in this last action of the first half, it's a big opportunity for Wath Academy to take something into the dressing room, Malcolm.
It's going to take a lot of great determination to get something out of this game from Wath.
See what they have to offer. Brooke Tully with the outswinging corner. Once again, Wath Academy are all lined up right on the edge of the area. With only 2 players anywhere near the 6-yard box, they come rushing in. It's to the near post. And it will fall on the edge of the area for Tully to return. Tully gets away from a couple. A strike from range. Well, hint of a foul there on the edge of the area. That's what Brooke Tully was hoping for, but instead that effort from the edge of the area won't trouble Sky Salerno. He plays it short. Good turn to win the ball in midfield. Across comes Theobald to take it off the toes of a Wath defender. Maybe Chatham Town have one more chance to attack in this first half.
Good turn.
Well, that lovely turn will bring the end of the first 45 minutes of football here at Sixfield Stadium. It's an excellent performance by Chatham Town, and in a game of few chances, they took both of theirs. Maisie Rogers will go into the dressing room knowing that she could have added a third, having missed an open goal, but Chatham Town won't be ruining those missed opportunities at the moment as they lead by 2 against the Wath Academy, who still have plenty to offer in the second half. Malcolm, pretty perfect first half for Chatham Town. Yeah,
pretty perfect. 2 brilliant goals, but it's going to take great determination. It's half a job for Chatham Town. They have to keep this momentum going if they want to win this final.
We'll be back very shortly for the second half. First, let's have a little look at the goals. This really early in the game, Theobald had one bite at the cherry, then curled in the second. Really lovely finish, Malcolm.
Yeah. Again.
Hello.
Great finish.
Got a feel for the Wath defenders who dealt with it well to begin with.
Yeah.
Wath were slowly getting themselves back into the game until this high press, which has been a facet of both sides' performance so far, won Chatham Town the ball. Lovely weighted cross in by Manamombe.
Well, good vision as well. Good vision.
Top scorer Maisie Rogers added another to her tally, and that's left us with things as they stand. Chatham Town 2 goals up against the Wath Academy in this National Football Youth League Trophy final. We'll be back for the second half very shortly, live here from Sixfield Stadium, the home of Northampton Town, who of course are in action later on this evening against AFC Sudbury in their own League Cup final. Second half to come very shortly.
10%. Look, can I roll it? Where are your phone? Look, Nico, look up.
Go on, you are.
Imagine you can actually hear that. I'd actually start laughing. Like I'm gonna swallow it. That's race, I've been moved to the
Well, the second half here in this National Football Youth League Trophy final is soon to begin. Chatham Town come into the second half with a 2-goal advantage against the Wath Academy from Rotherham, South Yorkshire. The Kent side scored a really early goal from a corner through Holly Theobald. A lovely finish on the rebound before their striker Maisie Rogers, having missed an open goal, recovered well to poke home after a bit of pinball in the box. Malcolm Agvelago from the Chatham Town Men's Academy is alongside me. What are you predicting for this second half? How do you think it's going to unfurl?
I think it's a very good second half. It's a very good first half from them, but I believe this game is going to really be tense. Like, again, it's going to take a lot of grit and determination from Wath to come back from this.
And how do Chatham Town, with a 2-goal advantage, sometime called the most dangerous advantage because they could get a little bit too comfortable, how do you think they hold on to this 2-goal lead?
It's important they don't get too comfortable. They have to start staying switched on. They have to stay focused. They have to keep the ball in order to tire out the opponent.
See if they can hold on to possession then, as they'll start with it. Chatham Town in red, playing from left to right in this second half, up against the Wath Academy. Wath Academy, who sit fifth in the Northern Prem. They had good form coming into this final, but it's a fast start once again for Chatham Town. It's Theobald, the goal scorer, up to the edge of the area, takes it to the byline, looks to get the cross in. Lovely tackle from Sydney Simmons, and has done really well, and won a goal kick as well for her side. Captain Sydney Simmons has been impressive so far. Well then, it's a goal kick to get things started. As I was saying, without the Wath Academy, they're in good form coming into this game. They've only got 3 wins in the league this season, but 2 of them were in the run-up to this final where they beat Middlesbrough's Manamombe with a tame effort from the area. Beat Middlesbrough 5-4 before beating Sunderland, who are at the bottom of the table 3-0. A tough loss to the ITI International Academy, who are right up at the top of the table. That was 4-2. And they have worked it well into this wide channel. Thompson rides the tackle well from Millie Driscoll and draws a foul from the centre midfielder come centre half. In discussion with Nicolita Bria. Not going to change her mind as Gemma Jarvis, the joint top scorer for the Wath Academy, stands over the free kick. This is some good footwork from Thompson, Malcolm.
Yeah, really good footwork from Thompson. It's important for Millie Driscoll for her to show outside so it can reduce the danger, it can reduce the chances of her scoring, creating chances for her to score.
Got on the inside of her, so it'll be Jemima Jarvis to whip this in. Only one in the wall for Wath. It's controlled in the box, a little bit loose, hacked away. Lovely touch from Jarvis, who goes all the way back to Amy Whitehead. Thompson. Lovely first touch play by Jarvis. Amber Sewell searching for the number 9, and good pressure from Jarvis, but it will be a throw for Chatham Town, who dealt with that set piece pretty effectively, Malcolm.
Yeah, it's all about staying switched on during set pieces. You switch off, you're in danger.
Perhaps
that's when
Wath Academy's best chance of the game came from a long lofted free kick in a similar position.
Yeah.
Chatham Town worked their way up the field with the throw. Well, what a result it would be. A sign of things to come, perhaps, as Chatham Town's men's senior side, of course, have a playoff semi-final tonight against Horsham, hunting for a place in the National League South. That will be a huge moment for this growing club, Malcolm.
Huge moment. I have to say it will be their 3rd successive promotion. So that's really impressive from a massively growing team and a massively growing non-league club like Chatham Town.
And the reverberations of it felt throughout the team, of course, as this under-21 side looked very impressive, and that's an excellent turn
Really
a first-time ball by Herbert Smith, the captain.
That's
Beautifully
amazing.
weighted.
Beautiful.
Here's Manamombe. He got the assist for that Maisie Rogers goal in the first half, but now the break is on, perhaps. Excellently well read by Selena Serene. Serene continues the run. The fullback with the ball forward to Rogers. Left for the goalkeeper, Casey Tandy. That was some pass by Molly-Ann Herbert-Smith, the captain. Beautifully weighted. Good play from Wath Academy. Simmons with another long ball. Cut out on this occasion. Herbert-Smith, the captain, with a good ball. Strong challenge by Thompson, who comes away with it cleanly. Here's Sewell. Inside and out. Great tackle. Serene with the ball forward. Lovely touch to roll away from Simmons. Theobald puts it into the centre. Headed away. But only to the edge of the area. The scuff shot cleaned up once again by Tinker. But Tinker dispossessed, and Herbert-Smith.
Really good to get stuck in.
Fortunately comes off worse for wear in that challenge from Sydney Simmons.
It's been really good for her, yeah. It's really good for them captain. Lovely turn before, and then a lovely ball from Herbert-Smith.
Getting herself involved early on in this second half, but very unlikely to come off on the right side when you're in a one-on-one challenge with Sydney Simmons. Really physical character. Tandy with possession. The game was just stopped to assess Herbert-Smith. She'll hook it high into the overcast sky here in Northampton. Again, the one-touch football from Wath Academy. Good tackle by Serene. Substitution to be made by Wath Academy. Faith Hall is onto the pitch. And that's the last action for Amy Whitehead, I believe, who's left the field. We'll see
Nice skill.
what impact
Really
Hall can have. Rogers on the turn, stepping away from Hall. Rogers inside. The first touch by Manamombe, who wants the return from Curtis Barnes. She wins a throw-in. Malcolm, what can we expect from the bench of Chatham Town? There's a lot of players on that bench, and they'll have a part to play as they'll look after this 2-goal advantage.
Yeah, they expect it to be some sort of super sub. Hopefully they can impact the game.
That's a throw-in, though, that will be Wath Academy's. Pace of the game just slowed for the moment. Been a pretty quick start to this second half. Hooked back in field excellently well. Chatham Town are on the attack. There's the ball in behind.
Ooh.
Beautifully weighted. Out comes Tandy, who does excellently well. Theobald was hurtling after it. And Theobald heads on the return as well as Hall. And her first action of the game is to foul Holly Theobald. Just a coming together, really. Over comes Nicolita Breyer.
Yeah, Holly Theobald is a player you got to watch out for. Skillful, lovely with his feet. Brilliant player. Great goal from the first half.
Faith Hall freshly onto the field, immediately into Nicolita Breer's book. Just left one on there on Theobald, so she's back to her feet, thankfully, but it will be a free kick. And this here is a really lovely weighted pass. Theobald is quick, getting away from Hall, but out comes Tandy. Does excellently well, the goalkeeper for Wath Academy. We heard earlier from Mark Smith, of course, former Sheffield Wednesday player. 500 appearances in the Football League. He brings a wealth of experience to that touchline. We were discussing how impressive it is that Wath can compete at such a high level in that Northern Premiership against these established football teams. They're surrounded by the mixed secondary school from Wath upon Dearne. But they've got another set piece to deal with. Whipped in by Rogers. It's over everyone. Anamombe rushing to the back post.
It's
but
close.
Straight out, unfortunately. Team Anamombe tied as it's now dropped, unfortunately, to third in the top scorer list for Chatham after Holly Theobald's 11th of the season, but 10 for her. A really prolific front three, Chatham Town. Rogers looking to close down, but that's a lovely turn to get away from Jarvis. Herbert Smith, first time ball from the captain, but a little miscommunication between herself and Team Anamombe. Whitehead over to take the throw. Had one full-back replaced. Lucy Thompson left the field for Faith Hall, who's on at number 3. It's a lovely turn from Weeks. Well, it's from McDonald on this occasion, who's continuing to harass the defenders, and Weeks gets a foot in. Lovely footwork.
Really
Millie
good.
Driscoll. Put him behind. It's the captain, Simmons, who's across to deal with it. Jarvis, lovely ball. And that is a foul by Rogers. Just letting Sydney Simmons know she's there. And the goal scorer, Maisie Rogers, is into the book. Captain back to her feet quickly to take this free kick. Nothing much in that, Malcolm, just a bit of old-fashioned sportsmanship.
Yeah.
That's a lovely touch on this occasion by Serene.
Ooh. Nice disguise.
Good turn from the captain, and here's the 1-2 between Rogers and Theobald. Lovely weighted pass, across comes Simmons. Theobald just can't keep it in play. The commanding presence of Sydney Simmons able to see it out. The Wath Academy coaching staff deep in discussion on the sidelines. All with the throw. It's headed back in play. Kept alive on the turn by Cece Hunt. Cece thought she'd want to throw in there, but it's Hall with another. Wath climb their way up the field, and the captain, Herbert Smith, applying some front foot pressure. Well, that ball was intercepted and headed back to the goalkeeper by Tinker. It does well to keep hold of it. Maisie Rogers was hunting for it, the top scorer for Chatham. Working their way out from defence, it's into Tully. Rogers gets a toe on it. Lovely touch from Anamombe. Some beautiful footwork there. Great work from Driscoll, whose pass is wayward.
As well as having the momentum there, she's got to stay patient, wait for gaps to open up in order for her to find an opening.
Volleyed back into the path of Simmons. Jarvis hooks it away. Gilson to Theobald, who looks to take on Hall. Lovely footwork and great pace from Theobald. Riding the tackle at this occasion from Weeks, who wins the free kick as well, held back by Theobald. And Theobald goes down. Alina Serene over to support her teammate, shooed away by Nicolita Bria. Theobald gingerly looking to get back to her feet. Had a really good game, Holly Theobald. And key to this Chatham Town team, Malcolm.
Yeah.
He's still down, Theobald. It's not very popular with the travelling Wath Academy supporters. Simmons will get the game back underway. Simmons with a second bite at this free kick. This time looks long. McDonald battling for it with Serene. Hall with the first touch. Whipped on by Kelly, and a good touch from Weeks, who's in behind. Across comes Millie Driscoll, who's had a really good game for Chatham Town as well. Good combination, Sewell and Weeks. McDonald once again the target. Driscoll into touch on this occasion, so a throw in to come from Faith Hall. Well, Wath, 60 minutes go here, have not offered enough so far. Challenge Chatham Town. Hall has it and hooks it into the area. Will it fall for a yellow shirt? Cleared, but only as far as Whitehead, who looks in behind for McDonald, but it's safely back with Salerno. What have Wath got to do differently, Malcolm, to start challenging Chatham?
Like I said before, I believe it's they got to keep going, they got to keep showing up, they got to keep up the grind, keep working, they got to keep working.
Well, Herbert Smith on the counter with a good ball through to Manamombe into the area. Great challenge from Thompson, or from Whitehead on this occasion. Amy Whitehead did really well to dispossess Manamombe there. Manamombe again, first time cross into the area. Simmons, it's gotten away from her. Rogers on the turn. Well watched by Tandy. Simmons just trying to chest it down, miscontrolled it. Tandy challenged for the first time in this second half. Carrying out from defence, Driscoll. Theobald, good touch from her. Back to Driscoll, he's under a bit of pressure from McDonald. Rides the challenge. Serene.
Good turn.
Theobald does really well. Driscoll drives it into midfield.
Nice feet.
Gilson.
Really good football from Chatham Town.
Theobald. Simmons gets an important interception. But it's back with Chatham again. Serene knocks it into the path of Manamombe, who's piling on the pressure, but that's a great tackle by Whitehead. Across comes Kelly to support her fullback. Manamombe with good feet, but Whitehead had it covered, although she has conceded the corner. Well, we remember the very early stage of this game an hour ago. 2 corners were enough to undo Wath Academy. The second curled in by Holly Theobald. And we'll see if they can offer something dangerous from this set piece yet again. Looks to go short. Catch Wath Academy out here. Taking it to the byline. Across. Once again comes Whitehead. He makes a great tackle. And then Whitehead still driving on. Malcolm, she's done fantastically well there.
Yeah.
That's a lovely ball from Whitehead as well. Looking to free McDonald. McDonald's got Driscoll for company, puts it into the area. And across comes Selena Serene to clear the danger. But that is more like it from Wath Academy, Malcolm. They've got to be more dangerous on the counter-attack.
Yep. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta get bodies forward when countering, in order to stretch their defense and open up gaps for them to run in and score.
Well, it's a throw-in then for Wath Academy. They've got to score soon if they want to pile on the pressure on Chatham Town, who look pretty comfortable in this second half. And they have cleared their lines. Rogers is first there. Maisie Rogers, the top scorer, but McDonald's won it back, and McDonald strikes it. Sky Salerno not concerned by that effort.
Yeah, it's got to be, like I'm seeing there, lack of communication from Chatham. They've got to start communicating well to stay switched on and just keep the result, keep adding on.
Well, good ball in from Hall. There's a foul in midfield by Demi Weeks, who's already into the referee's book, so better keep her head down. Foul on Gilson. It was a good ball from Hall there, but the foul just happened to the bottom of your screen. Free kick. Driscoll searching for Theobald, but too much on it. You talked, Malcolm, about concentration, and it was just a lack of it there that let Wath Academy in.
Yeah.
The throw's been picked up by Theobald, who charges through the tackles. Maisie Rogers on the turn. Herbert Smith. The boos rang out from the Wath Academy supporters, and the cheer goes up as Sewell has it back and is twisting and turning and finds a great ball from McDonald. Sewell now on the run. Important foot from Serene. And then she puts it in behind. Rogers away from one. Back comes Kelly to disrupt. Madam Ombe. Madam Ombe turns Whitehead. Leaves it for Curtis Barnes, but Whitehead recovers excellently well and puts in the tackle. He's got a real task on her hands containing Chi Madam Ombe.
Yep. Yep.
Well, the ball is lost in the area in which we must not tread, the East Stand today, but it's back with Curtis Barnes, who's down the line to Madam Ombe. Curtis Barnes into the area. Kelly gets ahead to it. Rogers with a good touch. Secondary clearance to the edge of the area. Strike from range over the bar. Had Casey Tandy watching skyward for a moment, but she's into the Persimmon home stand to collect the ball. It fell nicely to her there, Malcolm, but just put over the bar by Molly Ann Herbert Smith.
Yep.
A couple of changes then for both sides. Onto the field comes Molly Proctor for the Wath Academy. To a strong reception. And equally it's the number 7, Eve Sargent, who's on for Chatham Town.
Yep. Big job for Evie Sargent. I believe it's going to be a pace that's going to really set her light.
Well, it's been won back by the Wath Academy. Sewell battling and turning CC Hunt. And Sewell does really well. It looks like Chi Madam Ombe has gone up front. Now you've got Theobald and Sargent on the wings for Chatham. It's Wath Academy in possession. First time ball forward. Molly Proctor forward from wing back, so there's a bit of space in behind for Chatham Town. And here's Sargent, but the captain, Simmons, as solid as ever. Back to the goalkeeper, Tandy. Weeks battling midfield and does really well to win it back. Demi Weeks on the turn. Simmons looking to find Sewell in behind, but it's another good interception from Selena Serene. And handball against Faith Hall there, who needed to stop that ball as it was flying through to the substitute, Eve Sargent. And what can Eve Sargent offer?
Pace, pace, pace. A lot of work rate, a lot of pace.
Well, it's a free kick. In a good position to be swung into the area by Gilson. And it takes a couple of Wath Academy players to free it up, but Jarvis has it now. Put in behind for Brooke Tully to chase, but Curtis Barnes heads it back to Chatham Town. Possession. Manamombe. Manamombe held back by Lucy Tinker, who's had a really good game, but has conceded a foul there. So yeah, of course, just to confirm to you that Maisie Rogers no longer with us. She's back onto the substitutes bench after doing her job, scoring that second goal. She's shaping up to strike it here, but there's also plenty of options in the area. And it is hit from range and just touched over the bar by Tandy. Well, that was just dipping in Faith Gilson with a clean strike, and it required a good save from Casey Tandy.
Great save from Tandy, key save. That's a really key save from Casey Tandy.
Taking no chances, and it will be a corner for Chatham Town, who already lead by 2. 20 minutes to go here, Sixfield Stadium in Northampton Town in this National Football Youth League Trophy final. Over goes Gilson. Take the corner. Gilson goes short. She does have it back. Good defending. Simmons clears. Manamombe almost onto it. Back to Tandy. There's plenty of yellow shirts in the attacking third. There's a slip from Cornelius, so here they come. Wath Academy on the attack. And the free kick goes their way. I think there's going to be a yellow card here as well.
It's important for Izzy Curtis Barnes to keep her cool, not lose a temper, not lose anything. It's really key for her to keep her cool.
Yeah, it's a free kick there for just firing the ball into the east stand.
Yeah.
After the free kick had been given.
It's important not to do that. It's important to not lose focus in these situations.
Captain Sydney Simmons just receiving some instructions from Elliot Flowers. It's an excellent ball into the area. Free header. Palmed away. Well, that was a chance. Ella Kelly with a looping header. Almost caught out Sky Salerno. But she's palmed it away. And it will be a corner for Wath. It's a really good delivery into the area. Salerno just about does enough. Here's the corner for Wath Academy. A goal here would certainly make things nervous for Chatham Town. It's an excellent delivery as well. Players go down in the box. Weeks. Strong tackle from Theobald. Manamombe's onto it. Whistle's gone because there's a player down after Theobald's robust challenge, but it was an important one as well. There is a player down for Wath Academy, but a couple of big chances for the side in yellow, Malcolm, from the set piece.
I mean, Wath are really getting back into the game after Chatham Town's dominance. It's really important. It's really important, like after the the momentum that they're carrying. It's really important that they stay focused. Really important that they stay focused and not making too many errors, not too many mistakes. And they will have a really big chance of winning this final.
Well, it was a pretty robust challenge, but the game was just stopped by Nicolita Breyer because of the injury. This was Theobald's challenge. Got the ball, but also got a fair bit of Demi Weeks in the area. But thankfully, Demi Weeks is awaiting on the sideline to be reintroduced. Manamombe takes on Simmons, but the Wath defenders gather round her. Kelly's there to make the tackle. And a switch of play, a really nicely weighted ball into the pass of Sewell. Sewell, out comes Salerno. Well, Sewell had the beating of Serene, but great work from the Chatham Town goalkeeper. Made a couple of important interventions in the second half. It's a good ball into the centre as well. And it's beyond Hall, and away goes the substitute Eve Sargent. Simmons comprehensively back to defend for Wath Academy. Simmons with a lovely first-time ball as well to
Probably
find Hall,
unexpected.
and this will be a throw-in. Well, it looks like the captain, Sydney Simmons, was struggling a bit there, Malcolm, but first time she received the ball from her goalkeeper on the volley, did excellently well to find a teammate. It's pretty impressive stuff in the centre half.
It's pretty rare you see stuff like that from Simmons.
Simmons is really struggling there. It looks like an injury. It will be a throw-in for Chatham Town in the meantime. And it will be a throw for the Wath Academy. Just a bit of crank, perhaps, for the captain. Taking on some electrolytes there. So she'll be back with us soon. She's feeling her hamstrings, but she's a key player for Wath Academy, the skipper. Hopefully she'll be able to continue in an important 15 minutes. They still trail by 2, but in the last few moments, Malcolm, they've looked threatening. Well, it's all the way back with Tinker. Manamombe for company. Goes long. Headed away by Curtis Barnes. There's another change in the offing now for Chatham Town. And last words of wisdom from Kieran Quarrington.
I believe it's Lexi Potter who is going to come on. Really good retention from Millie Driscoll, really good retention from Chatham Town.
Doing really well to play out from the back as they have all game.
Keeping possession. This is what they've been working on in a training pitch.
There's a loose pass there, and Jarvis, some good footwork.
Winning it back as well. Counter pressing, the Gagan pressing.
How about that from Driscoll? He gets away from one. Manamombe. Taking her time. 2-0 in front, Chatham Town. Manamombe wide to Theobald. Dispossessed by the substitute Molly Proctor. And Proctor wins it back for Wath. And weathers that contact as well. Cleared away by Tinker. Good work. And Proctor. The ball's still in play. That's a beautiful touch. Well controlled by Hunt. Manamombe. Sargent. Well, it's crossed into the area, but it's cleared out of play as Jarvis was down. And indeed it is Lexi Page who will be onto the field. But it's Jarvis down at the moment. Wath Academy still have Gracie Bedford to call upon if they need her.
Yep.
be another break in play. Well, we'll say that the ball was put out of play in order for Jemima Jarvis to receive attention, not that it was just a pretty poor cross, eh, Malcolm?
Yeah.
Well, Curtis Barnes has had a really good game, but on a yellow card, she's off for Lexi Page, introduced for Chatham Town. What can Lexi Page offer in these last 10 minutes or so?
I think she can offer that defensive stability, really keeping that team compact.
We'll start with a goal kick for Wath Academy. Casey Tandy back to take it. And the noise from the Wath Academy supporters.
Yeah, including Chatham Town as well. They're bringing the energy as well. They're bringing it.
Well, onto the field is number 15, Gracie Bedford. Well, it looks like Bedford is on for Amy Whitehead, but we'll just confirm that for you. Simmons with a long ball, intercepted it in central midfield. Carried on by Gilson, but she'll get nothing out of the referee this time. Weeks cleared away by Hall. And then controlled by, or almost controlled in fact, by Driscoll under a bit of pressure. Serena with the clear. Sargent requires a clearance from Ella Kelly. It will be a throw on halfway for the Wath Academy, or for Chatham Town on this occasion. Talina Serene. Headed away. Gilson with the switch play. Great touch from Page. And Page looking to put the ball through. Simmons back to the goalkeeper, who's under a lot of pressure.
Great pressure from Chatham. That's what they do. That's what they need to keep doing. Keep hunting. That's what they need to do to win this game.
Chi Manamonde was herring after the goalkeeper, and Tandy under pressure concedes the corner, which is a lot better than getting charged down by Manamonde, that's for certain. Another corner for Chatham Town, and 10 minutes to go here. They're in no rush to take it. Gilson has Holly Theobald as an option, but curls it in. Dealt with at the front post by Amy Whitehead, who's still on the field. A lot of tired legs out there after this impressive 80 minutes of football.
Yeah, a lot of tired legs. That's where that fatigue comes in. Oh, and a lot of head loss.
Oh, well, Serene and Sewell going at it there. They both had hands on one another. The referee's quickly over to take control of things here.
Again, it's important, really important. They don't lose their heads in order to win this final for Chatham. It's important they don't lose their heads.
Well, the referee
have to stay focused.
Is going to dish out a couple of cards, you think, here. It was Serene who had the first challenge, and then Amber Sewell just wrapped her up. I think it will be a yellow card for Alina Serene, and a yellow card for Amber Sewell. So comprehensively dealt with that situation by Nicolita Bria. But it will be a free kick for Wath Academy, as the first infringement was by a Chatham Town player. That's a battle to watch out for in the next 10 minutes or so, isn't it? Amber Sewell and Talina Serene down this left-hand side for Wath Academy. Another substitution. Brooke Driver on at centre-half for Chatham Town.
Yeah, and Grace Cornelius has moved on to midfield. I believe what Driver can really offer is that, like what just happened right now, that defensive stability, the really tenacious tackling as well, the energy from her as well.
Well, she cut it out there and then found Manamombe, but Sargent's pass was picked off. But as you said, into midfield, Grace Cornelius wins the ball back there and then draws a foul.
Yeah, really intense moments during this last few minutes.
Well, the Wath Academy fans let it be known very clearly what they think of Cornelius going down there, but over comes Kieran Quarrington to assist. There's a bit of a late tackle there on the ankles. But there's still reinforcements to come. Manamombe imparts some wisdom. Weave Sargent. Wath Academy still have time, but it is fleeting. Just over 5 minutes to go with extra time. Chatham Town lead by 2 goals in this National Football Youth League Trophy final. They scored them both in the first half. The first goal from a corner. Holly Theobald with a lovely strike, a curling effort. And Maisie Rogers capitalised on a bit of pinball in the area and poached a second. Wath Academy have offered some intent in this second half. They need to work their way up the field a little bit quicker in these closing moments if they wish to get themselves back into the game. Chatham Town could be on for their first win of the day, of course, as the senior side play in that huge playoff semi-final, the senior men's game, and they take on Horsham later today. The women's side currently 11th in the National League South. While their under-21s here are 6th in the Southern Premiership mid-table. They have racked up 6 wins already this season, but done excellently well to maintain this 2-point advantage as Penny Delaway is onto the field. Driver to drive one into the area, headed away by Hall. Theobald, Delaway. Good return to Theobald, who's driving towards the centre, the box once more. Turned over by the Wath Academy, but tackle comes in on Demi Weeks, and Driver with another ball forward. And that's a beautiful ball in behind. Amber Sewell. Down the left-hand side with a bit of space. She needs support. Taking on Serene. Flashed into the box. It's a great delivery. But there's no one in yellow to turn it home. Had great pace across the face of goal. But they have it back. Nervous moment for Chatham Town. It's another great ball into the area, but out comes Salerno to deal with it this time. Amber Sewell did really well. It was a great cross, Malcolm, but there was just no one there to turn it home.
Like I said, they've got to get bodies forward, got to get bodies, especially the back post. That's where chance score goals can be scored a lot more. Well, that's a poor touch from Delaway, but one back by Serene.
Well, Serene forced to concede the throw. It's now or never for Wath Academy. Bedford, the substitute, hands it off to Faith Hall. Hall with a long throw. Over everyone. Driver gets rid of it. A good first touch. Cece Hunt played herself into the game, and well, there was a ball in behind for Holly Theobald to chase, but Whitehead as solid as ever, and that's a lovely weighted pass in behind, and Sewell is going to get hold of it, but the flag goes up.
I believe that fatigue is setting in for Chatham Town, like we've seen with Theobald.
Full of running throughout the game, but
yeah, she's been brilliant. She's been brilliant this final. Really good. She's been really good.
Driver. Into the wide channel. It's a good cross, and it's off a yellow arm there. To the dismay of Bedford. Felt she was pushed, but Galita Bria waves play on. Elena Serene with the throw. And Amombe charging it down. Theobald looking for Madamombe again. Cleared by Whitehead. There's life in this game yet. Chatham could look to really seal it with another goal, just as Wickham did in our final yesterday, scoring past the 90th. Delaway. Another ball forward. The captain, Herbert Smith, on the turn. Theobald. Flag up. She's just a touch offside.
Yeah. Again, that fatigue setting in. That's where it's those moments where people may lack that concentration.
It looks like Leonie Smith will be entering the fray for Chatham Town.
I wonder how many minutes of added time there is.
We'll wait and see, but there'll be a good reception for Holly Theobald, who's been excellent today.
She's been actually very good, excellent.
A contender for the player of the match, Malcolm.
Oh, this is going to be a hard one. I don't know. Starting from the fence, I've got to say Millie Driscoll
has been
with
excellent as well.
Excellent tackling, her desire in midfield. I've got to say...
a bit of a 50-50 between Theobald and Driscoll at the moment. We'll see if anything can happen in the rest of the game to change our minds. Perhaps maybe there's still time for Wath Academy to get into the game, and they've got a foul.
Like I was saying, Faith Gilson
also had a very good game.
Yeah, Molly Ann Herbert Smith as well. She's been excellent too, but
Selena Serene's defended really well.
Yeah, Madamombe has been excellent with her work rate. The same desire that they have.
Wath Academy, despite the results. Sydney Simmons has been really good at the back.
Yeah.
Amber Sewell's been dangerous. And Mombe battling with it, cleared by Hall. Amy Whitehead battling as well, another player who's been excellent today. And that's a deflection from the cross, but the throw-in will go the way of the Wath Academy. We're into the 90th here, we're past regular time. Wath Academy still need 2 goals. It's looking unlikely they're going to get back into this game. Player of the match is split at the moment between Theobald and Millie Driscoll. Mombe gets onto it. I think we go with Driscoll, Malcolm. I think it's very
Driscoll.
Rare that defenders get their due.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the centre half, Seb de Versa, was man of the match yesterday.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that Millie Driscoll, who's defended excellently well, looked really impressive.
A lot of
style, real Rolls Royce at the back as she wins possession back again for her team and finds a pass for Driver.
Very important. She's been excellent in this final, getting stuck in a lot of slide tackling.
No nonsense on this occasion.
Really bright. She's got a really bright future ahead of her.
No nonsense from Delaway all the way back to Tandy. Good control from Smith, but misses out to Sewell. Back comes Smith to recover excellently well.
Well won by Smith. Shows that talent always beats, hard work always beats talent.
All the way back to Tandy. We wonder how long is left. Can't be long here, but Wath need to score immediately. They have any chance of getting back into the game. Sargent. Throw quickly taken by Wath Academy. Once again, there she is, Driscoll, winning back possession and finding a pass. Herbert Smith, the captain, wins the free kick as well, and that could be it. Can't be long to go here. Wath Academy trail by 2, and it's Chatham Town with a free kick. Herbert Smith with a good touch there, the captain. Half decent tackle if you ask me. Herbert Smith had a hold of an opposite man, but it's lofted into the area and dealt with by Hall. And now Wath look to counter. How much running has Sewell got left in her legs? Wonderful tackle by Serene, who hammers it into the substitute Bedford. And there it is, Leonie Smith battling, but loses out. Wath wasting no time, looking for Weeks in behind. But of course, who else? Lily Driscoll in control for Chatham Town.
Yeah, again, that no-nonsense defending.
Seems fair enough when we're past the 90th in a cup final and you're 2-0 up. Malcolm will forbid Chatham for not passing out from the back as they have all game. Driscoll a key part of that. Tandy, that's a good ball. Bedford. Here's Bedford again. Ella Kelly with a good turn. And there is, once again, Chima Lamombe leading from the front. She's worked really hard today, Malcolm.
Yeah, very hard. She must be very proud of herself.
Headed back into play.
From playing in front of 10,000 people to possibly winning another final.
Yeah, for Chatham Town. Simmons, that's an excellent ball. Tully gets a touch. Good turn of play, but once again it's intercepted. Serene on the turn. Smith. Back with the Wath Academy. Forces it all the way back to Kelly. That's a good ball round the corner. And to substitute Proctor. Simmons. Whitehead gets away. Lovely work. Amy Whitehead skips away from two. And then there is the substitute. Lexi Page with a good tackle. Deep into overtime here. Chatham Town, despite a fight back from Wath in this second half, are still 2 ahead, although that throw given away cheaply to Demi Weeks. Battling hard and winning a free kick. That's what you need from your substitutes though, Lexi Page. Some of the Wath Town supporters asking for next goal wins. I'm not sure that's going to fly with National Football Youth League. Chatham Town still 2-0 in front, but a chance for Wath Academy to create some nervy closing moments if they can create something here. A lot of movement in the area. That's a great delivery as well. And it's off the bar. And then it's loose in the area and cleared away.
Cleared away.
Wath Academy inches away from getting something on the board. And drifting through defenders, Amber Sewell with red shirts all around her. And that's it. Wath Academy came inches to a consolation goal, but it wasn't enough. Chatham Town with 2 goals in the first half have won this National Football Youth League Trophy final, and doesn't it mean an awful lot to those girls, Malcolm? Thrilled with their performance.
Yeah, it's an amazing performance, amazing win for Chatham. They have to be so proud of themselves for getting themselves this far. They were just a team that just started this season, and they've taken themselves working so hard on and off the pitch to get themselves this far. I really wish them so well. They have really bright futures for them. Really bright futures.
This was the final chance of the game. It was a teasing delivery. It actually came off the head of Selena Serene, but as you can see there, it didn't cross the line, and then Brooke Driver, no nonsense, hacked it away, and that is a fantastic result for Chatham Town. 2-0, they are the victors against Wath Academy.
2-0.
A fantastic result. 2 goals in that first half, and then they saw it off in the second half with some excellent defending by especially the man of the match, Millie Driscoll, at centre half. Well, we'll be back really shortly to review the goals and then for the trophy presentations as well, as Chatham Town go over to consolidate the losing side, Wath Academy. Thank you very much for joining me as well, Malcolm. I'll let you go and celebrate with the rest of the travelling supporters here.
Thank you very much.
And a great win for Chatham Town. We'll return for a look at the goals and the presentations in just a moment.
Up the
Well, we're approaching the presentations here as Chatham Town are victorious by 2-0. Of course, me and Malcolm were discussing the various options of man of the match. Holly Theobald was in there, Millie Driscoll, but in the end it's been awarded to the number 10, Selena Serene. The player of the match, of course, the number 10, who was everywhere for Chatham Town. Joyous celebrations from these young women who've done so well. And let's have another look at the goals. This was right at the beginning of the game when the sun was still shining here at Sixfield Stadium in Northampton. Some effort that, curled in from range. The opening goal from Holly Theobald, her 11th of the season. And then before half-time, Chatham had their second. high press to win back possession. The captain, Herbert Smith, found Malabombe. And then Rogers was there, the top scorer, to nudge it home for the second, and that is how things finished. There were close chances. Wath Academy hit the bar late on. But in the end, they didn't have enough to overcome this impressive Chatham Town side, whose defence was solid throughout. Cornelius and Driscoll in the fullbacks as well, including the man of the match, Selena Serene. But overall, a fantastic team performance from a jubilant Chatham Town. Is that a sign of things to come ahead of their huge semi-final for the senior men's side against Horsham today in the Isthmian Premier Division South playoff semi-final? They hunt for a place in the National League South. And how many of these players will be featuring for the women's team who currently compete in the Women's National League South? They sit 11th at the moment. They could do with the goals of Maisie Rogers or the defensive acumen of the likes of Serene. As they wave up to us here in the commentary box, an excellent performance. Well, it's Wath Academy, of course, who were also involved in this final, and they had some great performances from the likes of Sydney Simmons, their captain, and Lucy Tinker at centre-half. This was the closest they came. It was in the 90th minute. It was actually the man of the match, Selena Serene, who almost scored an own goal, heading it against the crossbar. And then in the end, it was cleared away by Driver. First up, though, are the match officials, Nicolita Bria, who had a job on her hands to keep control of things at times, and there is Abby Byrne as well. Husband George Byrne was here yesterday. He'll be here later as well in our next fixture. Abby will be taking control. Benji Franklin also assistant in this game, but Nicolita and Abby will both be part of the Women's FA Cup final. They'll be refereeing then as well. And up comes Sydney Simmons, the captain, who had an excellent game. It was a tough road to the final for Wath Academy, who sit 5th in the Northern Prem. Very high-scoring team, but they couldn't get on the score sheet today. Big wins against Plymouth, a 5-1 win in the semi-final against Bolton. They deservedly earned their place in the National Football Youth League Trophy Final. But overall, it was an excellent performance from Chatham Town, who kept them out of the contest. They left it a bit too late to begin to threaten Chatham Town's strong defence. Of course, in the National Football Youth League, it's about a lot more than just finals. But these individual acumens do mean a lot to these players, and Selena Serene is good value for her man of the match performance. Full of running, plenty of interceptions as well for the young fullback. He marshalled a strong defence alongside Cornelius and Driscoll, as well as Curtis Barnes, who had a great game. So Chatham Town of Kent, coached by Kieran Quarrington, who can be really impressed with his players today. They took down Charlton as well as QPR's women's teams to make it to this final. And they are deserved victors here after their 2 goals in the first half. Kept Wath Academy out of the contest. Thanks as well to Malcolm Agbalago, who joined us for co-coms from Chatham. And as well to Mark Smith, who lent us some of his valuable time for some insight on Wath Academy before the game. Some really strong performances at the back and up front as well. Molly-Ann Herbert-Smith, the captain, really got into the game in the second half and very impressive, feeding that talented front line of Maisie Rogers, Holly Theobald, and Madamombe, who was full of running until the end, Madamombe. And as Louise Macy, of course, hands the cup over to the captain, Herbert Smith. Chatham Town are the victors here. They will take home the National Football Youth League trophy to taking down the Wath Academy by 2-0 here at Sixfield Stadium in Northampton Town. A wonderful moment for this growing National Football League club. Well, we'll leave you with the scenes of celebration, for now at least, because at kick-off 6 o'clock this evening, the hosts of Sixfield Stadium, Northampton Town, their women's under-21s will be in action against AFC Sudbury, the National Football League Cup. The other big trophy to be won at this level in the National Football Youth League. Thanks again for tuning in here live from Sixfield Stadium. There'll be another game for you at 6 o'clock this evening between Sudbury and Northampton. But for now, we'll leave you with the celebrations of Chatham Town